Okay. Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Talking Big Blue with JQ. I'm your host, Jack Quateraro, Giants fans. My lovely co-host, Tom Sinerchi, is here. And on today's episode, we have a very special guest. Jack Denny's joining us all the way from Colorado, all the way from the Rocky Mountains, is joining us to do a preview of Week 3's game against the 49ers. So I guess, Jack, we'll start with you, my guy. How's everything going up in Colorado?
It's going well, man. Going well. Could be better with the Giants being 2-0 instead of 0-2, but we're hanging in there as best we can.
Dude, absolutely, bro. I mean, those games could have went either way. Tom, my man, how you doing, bro?
Same as I was on Monday, man. I thought I'd get over this post-game sadness by now, but that just hasn't happened.
Yeah, for those viewers out there who listened to the last episode, Jack, me and Tom were kind of a little bit depressed of just how the game went. Obviously, that first half was horrendous. Seeing Saquon go down, I'm such a big Saquon guy. Tom's a big Saquon guy. Like, we love Saquon, and just seeing him go down took, the life out of us.
Tears in my eyes, man. Tears in my eyes.
I almost cried, 3 times throughout the day.
Yeah, well, the play before, he hurt his elbow, and that had me, clenching, and then, boom, next 2 plays, tears his freaking ACL. But
that, Jack, it's funny you mentioned that because he lands on his elbow like that, and then he goes out for a play, and then he comes back in, and I'm like, I literally said to my roommates, I'm like, why are they putting him back in? He's just going to get hurt. And then literally I don't know if I jinxed it, I hope not, but he literally gets the ball, and then, the rest is history. But it's sad. But we're going to move on from my guy Saquon. I love him. Prayers up to him. So let's talk about, breaking down the offenses and defensive of both teams. Honestly, I think the Giants offense here is still better than the 49ers banged up offense because they just signed Devontae Freeman. I know Sterling Shepard's out, but honestly, I think Daniel Jones, this is a big game for him. What do you guys think?
Yeah, listen, this is the make it or break it game. They have their second and third string guys in on both sides of the ball. Pretty much every position. If we don't win this game, goodbye. I'm gone. You know the gif of Kermit doing a front flip over the roof.
Of course.
I'll have abandoned ship.
I think I sent that to you 3-4 times this week already, Tom.
Probably.
Jack, how you feeling though? Danny Dimes, is this a breakout?
Dude. I mean, it better be. What they have: no Richard Sherman, no D Ford, no Nick Bosa, no Solomon Thomas. Who else is out on that defense?
Dre Greenlaw, the linebacker, he's also out too with his knee. They're all out, dude. The whole team is out.
If you can't perform against this defense, and it's not as much on him. I think a lot of it more so is on the O-line. I mean, Will Hernandez has been playing like complete dog for the past. I've been believing in him since we drafted him second round, but he hasn't been the player that we expected him to be, especially this year. And it's been tough. I think a lot of it's going to be on this O-line, see if we can actually run the ball well. We were running the ball pretty well with Dion Lewis. We're running better than with Saquon, honestly, at the end of the game last week. But, we'll see.
It's so tough to see that, Jack, because, you see that there's just no holes for Saquon ever. And obviously he has such a presence, Saquon Barkley, in the backfield. So I feel like the defense just knows already where the ball is going to when Saquon's on the field. But now you got Devontae Freeman. It seems like he's got a little bit of juice left in the tank. And I'm hopefully, excited for his explosive, nature of the game. I love Devontae Freeman. I used to be a big fan of him. I've always been a big running back guy. So this is interesting to see how this is all going to play out. Honestly, dude, it comes down to the offensive line, guys. I know Will
100%.
Hernandez hasn't been a crazy bright spot, but he does have those games where you see him be that dog mentality.
Oh, no doubt.
He goes out there and beats the crap out of his opponent for the whole 60 minutes, but it's just not a consistent thing. Kevin Zeitler finally bounced back last week against the Bears. Andrew Thomas is probably the biggest bright spot. And I honestly think Matt Parrott should get a shot at right tackle this week.
I agree. Completely agree. Cam Fleming hasn't been cutting it, man. And I want to touch on Nick Gates too, because I remember last season he had a very good game, two very good games against the Redskins and the Dolphins, who at that time were, those defense it was absolutely terrible, and everyone was riding the Nick Gates train. And here he comes in. And I'm like, I don't think he's the man at center. Better than Jalapeno, but I mean, hell, I'd probably better than Jalapeno.
Giants could put Spencer Pulley in at center. He's still an option.
Spencer Pulley, Shane Lameau, put in bump Hernandez to the center position and put Lameau. And I don't know. I just don't think that interior line. It's really just the center position, Will Hernandez, and then right tackle. We haven't. Those three positions have not been good for years.
And it's not like they don't have backups, Jack. They do have guys who can
Right.
fill, like Shane Lemieux, Matt Parrott. I know they're rookies, but hey, man, look at Andrew Thomas through 3 weeks. Look at
Right.
the guys he's had to go
Right.
up against. Like,
Right.
honestly, dude, I just think this team, everyone needs a shot this year. Tom,
No
Tommy,
doubt.
what's
Yeah.
going on with the O-line this year? What's going on with the Hog Mollies, man?
I don't know, man. Short and simple, we stink. But no, like you guys keep saying, Andrew Thomas has looked solid. Like Jack said before.
They blitz. Every defense blitzes against the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, I would do the same thing. But no, he's gone up against TJ Watt, Bud Dupree, and Khalil Mack in the first 2 games. Thank God he doesn't have to see Nick Bosa at all tomorrow. But listen, I'm gonna say it every single week. It's a work in progress. We're not a competing team right now. We want to be. Us fans want the team to be. So going in tomorrow at home and honestly running over these guys, I don't care if they're all backups and they're all hurt. Winning by double digits tomorrow would absolutely light a fire under this team and get them.
And I think it's a must. I think it's a
Yeah,
must.
I agree.
What do
You have
think?
to.
I agree. If we don't win by 10 or more points, it's a loss. And we're still the underdog in this game, which blows my mind. I don't know how. We lost Saquon and Sterling Shep. Okay, we've played what, like 5 drives with Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, Daniel Jones, Saquon, and then Saquon and Sterling Shepard goes down. Don't get me wrong, I love Saquon, but I think the running back position is easily replaceable. I know that sounds unfair to Saquon because he's such a talent, but I think the season's not at a loss without Saquon. You put in Devontae Freeman, I think he'll do extremely well. And just to touch up on that O-line, we drafted 3 out of our first 5 picks are O-linemen. We got Jason Garrett and Mark Colombo from the historically good Dallas O-line. I want to see Colombo put the players he's developing in, and I want to see how they do, and then we'll go from there. But this is a must-win game. We better win by freaking 3 scores.
Must win. Daniel Jones throws 3 touchdowns. You name it. Guys, Jack's kind of breaking my heart here right now because, I'm such a big Saquon guy. I say this all the time. Like, I just feel for the kid, bro. Like, if he had blocking, dude, I think he'd literally be the best back in the NFL.
No doubt.
I think it'd be a different story every year. Like, just imagine the Giants had a put-together line like the 49ers, let's say, or like, I don't even know, let's say like Dallas, for example. Like, dude, the possibilities for Saquon Barkley would be endless. But now I am excited to watch Devontae Freeman, but don't get me wrong, I may shed a tear when I don't see Saquon out there on Sunday. So,
what number is he wearing tomorrow?
31.
Ew.
Kind of a gross number for a running back.
He's like a 20s guy.
Yeah, he is a 20s guy. But boys, now that we've talked about the offense, talk about the Giants defense. That's low key. Tom's rolling his eyes, but it's low key. If you look at the stats, it's been a very bright spot this year. I just want to read a quick tweet for you guys from Scott Pilolo. Excuse me, Scott. I botched your last name, but he said, "Don't sleep on the Giants tomorrow. They are making quite improvements and playing cleaner football with Joe Judge. 3rd fewest penalties and 4th ranked defensive efficiency in the NFL." So, guys, I haven't seen us ranked top 10 in defense probably since 2011. Jack, how are you feeling about the defense so far this season?
Look, this defense is good. This defense is actually very good. This run defense is excellent. I think it's top tier. Dexter Lawrence is elite. I thought Dalvin Tomlinson would have, potentially a Pro Bowl year. That might be a little outlandish to say, and then B.J. Hill too, a plug-and-play guy, and then Leonard Williams. So that defensive front is nice. Marcus Golden, Lorenzo Carter's been playing well. I'd like to see more from O'Shane, but this whole defense is good. Our only hole right now is the cornerback 2 position because Corey Ballantyne has been playing awful, terrible. It's hard to watch. It's almost like Grant Haley from last year. I couldn't stand Grant Haley. It seemed like every single play he was giving up 40, 50 freaking yards. And Ballantyne just got completely exposed on – was it Allen Robinson with that touchdown? I was like, Jesus.
One of them, yeah.
Pitiful. But if put Logan Ryan in, get Xavier McKinney back, and I think that's an easy fix going on.
That's right. You think about it, Jack. McKinney hasn't played a snap yet as a rookie
Right.
with broken foot injury he had. That was honestly the biggest loss I think for defense this year because that was a steal in the draft. We all knew that. Tom and I talked about that. That was the biggest steal. But, dude, DeAndre Baker, man, he's kicking the
Dude.
Giants in the butt right now, bro. Dude, without him, I think with Patrick Graham's defense too, it's more of like a man-to-man type
Right.
scheme for him. Like in Miami, they ran like 70% of blitzes and man-to-man coverage. So, dude, that's right up DeAndre Baker's alley, what he did at Georgia when he never gave up a coverage touchdown. So it's just, you see that and it's just like, man, like, you have him there instead of Corey Ballantyne, it could be different. I know Logan Ryan's been moving around in the slot and
Right.
also in safety because of the absence of Xavier McKinney. But guys, this defense this year is something to actually be happy about. And I wish the offense could be a little more consistent. And honestly, guys, I think we could have won both week 1 and week 2. I think you punch in those chances against the Steelers on both the fumble and on the interception by Daniel Jones at the 2-yard line. I think you have yourself a ball game going into the fourth quarter and you're not down a score and a half. So. And then against the Bears, it just came down to the last play, dude. Oh, man.
Or how about that lineman picking up a 4th and 1 off a Mitch Trubisky tip pass? I was like, dude, the world is against us, man. Just give me one freaking game. I've won 12 in 3 years.
I scream, Jack, when I watch Giants games. Tom knows this. And I saw that. And just as, like, you look at the lineman, his eyes just, like, you could tell through the helmet, his eyes are just lighting up because he sees the ball, like, right in front of his face and literally just lays out and catches it, and it's enough for a first down. And I was like, wow. I was like, you have to be kidding me. Like, dude, it's insane. But defense, guys, I think the defense is going to be huge tomorrow because the 49ers are honestly a run-first team. And without Mozart and also Tevin Coleman tomorrow, I don't know who's running the ball for them, honestly.
Out tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's McKinnon, but he's got like 12 carries all year. So
the whole team is out. The whole team is out. There's no reason the Giants can't win. Jimmy G is out. George Kittle is out. So that, hurts my fantasy team. But
don't forget about Colorado State University alum Weston Richburg, former Giant. He's out too.
Yeah.
Quick shout out.
If you think about it, there's just
Jordan Reed though.
Yeah, they do have Jordan Reed, but hey, it's Nick Mullins. Giants beat Nick Mullins 2 years ago with Eli in 2018, Saquon's first year. And, I mean, it came down to the wire, but now, the 49ers are so banged up. I don't know if their defense is going to be able to handle Danny Dimes this weekend. That's how I feel. I'm very confident going into this weekend. And everyone, Jack, something everyone always tells me, they go, and my girlfriend says it too. She goes, you got to stop being so biased about your team. And I was like, well, what do you want me to say? You want me to tell everyone every week I want them to lose? No, I want to see them succeed. I want to see them win. And I think this is the best shot they got in these first 3 games. Think about it. Giants could be 3-0 after this weekend if you really think about it. Could have been.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I will say this. Last year at week 4, the Giants were 2-2 and the Ravens were 2-2. I know both went 2 separate directions, but I'm telling you, this season's not at a loss right now. I know a lot of people are feeling that, but we still have a shot. We have, especially in the NFC East, with the Eagles being terrible, the Cowboys underperforming, and the football team being the football team. We got a shot.
Wide open. Tom and I spoke about that the other day. I think the Eagles are going to lose again this weekend because they're going to lose to Cincinnati because they stink. Dallas is going to lose to Seattle. I hope so. Think about that. Those are the 2 top teams that they talk about every year losing, probably 3 straight weeks in a row. I know Dallas snuck out a win against Atlanta somehow. Giants win a game here. You play the Rams. It's another tough one, but I just think the Giants – I like how everything is moving. I want all of us to give a storyline for this game. I think my biggest storyline, guys, for this game is the pressure of the front 3. Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Lorenzo Carter, you name it. Those guys, B.J. Hill, you name it. All of them. O'Shane Ximenez, I need to see them sack Nick Mullins 3 times. I need to see pressure on the quarterback because they're going to have to throw the ball tomorrow. So, Tom, what are you thinking, my guy?
Somebody's got to wake up. Somebody's got to wake up on defense. It looks like we're a bunch of, like, robots wearing blue or white jerseys, depending on what color we wear. Like, there's no identity on this defense. Somebody needs – like, I want one guy to have 2 sacks tomorrow. Forget about the team. I want one guy to have 2 sacks tomorrow.
That'd be awesome. When was the last time that's honestly happened? I know Lorenzo Carter put up 4 in a scrimmage this year, Jack, but what's your big storyline for this game?
My big storyline, it's how we start this game off. Last game it was 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. If we start this game off, first drive, touchdown, I think that sets the tone for the game, and I think we can put the foot on the gas and win this game. But if we don't start off hot, we're screwed, man. We're screwed.
Yeah. No, we're dead. So getting off to a hot start is huge. And honestly, I hope they throw the defense on the field first. Even if the Giants win the toss, put the defense on the field. Go out there, shut them down. Giants didn't give up a second half point week 2. And not one. Think about that. Not 1 point.
Three quarters, right? They didn't. They had 17 in the first quarter, was it?
I'm
Or it
pretty
might have
sure,
been.
yeah. Honestly, Jack, I didn't even want to watch at one point, but I watched the whole game. But honestly,
Yeah.
my body was there, but my mind was somewhere else.
No, I completely understand.
But dude, the defensive, it's just like you saw some plays where they would get to Mitch Trubisky, but then there's some plays he's standing back there and he's like standing still. And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, get to the quarterback and do something. Trust me. They're playing another good O-line this weekend, so it's going to be another tough test for them. But, dude, if I think they can just get some pressure, I think Dexter Lawrence is still going to be the key guy this year. I think he's my all-pro type guy. So I think with him getting in there, I think it's going to, take a lot of stress off the secondary, and I just hope they don't go Corey Ballantyne's way a lot.
Oh,
No Debo Samuel either. So think about it. Who are they throwing the ball to tomorrow?
Rookie Brandon Ayuk. I mean, he's probably got like 2 targets on the air.
There's no reason we should not score 30 points tomorrow.
Yeah,
there's no I'm done with all this like taking it easy and like moral victory stuff. We need to go in tomorrow and, like you guys said before, score the first drive, get the ball back, score the second drive. I'm tired of going into the second half losing and then all of a sudden with 5 minutes left in the game playing like a playoff team, driving down the field, connecting on big throws. We should be doing that the entire game.
Yeah, the Giants at one point were like, I don't even know. They were like 1 of 7 on third down conversions. And then Chicago last week was like 6 of 7 at one point on third down conversions. So it really relies on, obviously, defense getting off field on third downs. On first and second down, Justin Penick from Talking Giants talks about this a lot. They're one of the best damn teams in the league on first and second down when they give up yards and percentage like that. All the analytics you want to talk about. And we can say that for a whole nother episode, all the analytics and stuff like that. I know a bunch of people are big into the analytics, but dude, just third down, Jack and Tom, watching the Giants when they're on defense on third down, I'm just like, oh, boy. I'm like, what's going to happen here? It's not looking good. And, Tom, like you said, bro, offense, late in games, hitting on 3rd and 15, 3rd and 8, you name it. Daniel Jones making big throws. I hate at the end of the game how it ended on a pass interference on the offense call. I was watching that, and I started jumping up and down. I was like, oh, my God. It's pass interference on the offense. On the defense. And I was like, I'm going nuts. And then the referee's like, yeah, on the offense, game's over. And I was like, all right, well.
He just shoved him.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. And it's 3 o'clock on a Sunday. I was like, I don't want to watch any more football. But, man, this game, Jack, Tom, 30-point. Giants got to, just put up numbers this week. And this is a week for them because if they don't, there's going to be a lot of talk about the Giants this year and how the team is. They're going to be giving Joe Judge a lot of talk and a lot of crap. And honestly, I don't want to hear it. I can't blame him for anything yet. I love what he's doing. I want Jason Garrett, though, with his play calling to be a little more aggressive, honestly. I want to see more jet sweeps, more motion in the backfield. I just want to see – why don't you put Deion Lewis and Devontae Freeman in the backfield at the same time? Why not run a QB option? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm just all over the place right now. Run pass option, RPOs. Let's run some of those. It worked last year with Daniel Jones. You saw the touchdown plays and the big plays he gained by running the ball. I don't want him to get banged up and be doing it all game. But, Jack, Tom, mix it in a little bit. Change it up. I feel like it's a little predictable so far, you know?
Yeah. Well, because I am from Dallas, watching Jason Garrett for, since 2010. He's the most one-dimensional play caller, and there's a reason why he stopped calling plays in Dallas. I think he'll be a good OC. Don't get me wrong, but if you're asking him to, go deep into his playbook, I don't think he will. I mean, he's gonna do what works.
And I do agree with that because he's gonna do what works best for the team. But I just think he's a smart man, and I know he is, and I know he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeves. I just want to see it. Throw a flea flicker this weekend. Who cares? Get something going.
Yeah, I agree.
Turn it into backyard football if we have to. But no, I'm just joking, obviously. Oh, man. But, guys, I guess we're going to just keep rolling here, guys. I guess our expectations, I'm going to start off, and then whoever wants to go next can. I'm saying the Giants win this game by a blowout. I'm saying 35-10. It's not even a close game. 49ers score first. I'm going to make that prediction, bold prediction, and the Giants are going to be on the fence, and then they're just going to start hucking the ball. Devontae Freeman's going to get touches. He's going to put up 15-plus fantasy points this week. Devontae Freeman, if you have him. If you don't, pick him up. Get him on your team. Waiver order, you name it. I think the Giants, 35-10.
You go, Jack.
Yeah, I was gonna say 31-10. It's pretty close. I think Darius Slayton's gonna have a big game. I think Evan Ingram is gonna have his biggest game in years. I hope so. Good gosh. And then I honestly I don't think we'll be running the ball too much until the end of the game. I don't think Devontae Freeman will be putting up too many carries. I think Dion Lewis is surprisingly going to have a lot of carries. I don't know what the hell happened to Wayne Gallman, man. Every time you think he's going to, get some touches, he doesn't.
It's kind of sad, Jack.
It
It's
is
like,
sad.
I'm rooting for him. Don't get me wrong. I root for everyone on the Giants. And it's just like, you see Saquon go down, you got Dion Lewis and then Wayne Gallman, you're thinking going into week 3, and all of a sudden Giants are like, oh, Devontae Freeman, come join the team. And it's just like, all right, Wayne Gallman's definitely getting pushed down on the chart. But I hope they don't run the ball a lot, honestly, because I want to see Daniel Jones throw the ball. And I really think, I forgot to leave that out, he's going to step up. And I think it's going to be him and Easy E. I think Evan Ingram, dude, like, people have been giving him so much, dude. Like, he needs to go out there and catch one of those slants across the middle and just take off. Like, he needs to get his space.
Yeah. He's a top 5 tight end, and he should be a top 5 tight end. I know he hasn't played like that, but
the offensive line too.
Yeah,
they got a block for Daniel Jones.
That's why I love having Caden Smith too, because Caden Smith can block. Man, I love Caden Smith. So slept on. Even if Evan Ingram went down, I think Caden Smith would pick it up.
I think he's literally next in line. Whatever happens with Ingram, if he's here next year or not. Tom, what are you thinking about this? What are your predictions, baby? Hit me, baby.
Expectations are low, but they're high. I'm not expecting anything out of this team going into tomorrow, but at the same time, yes, we should put up 30 points and win by double digits. I don't have enough faith in our defense. I don't care how many people they're missing on offense. I think they're still going to score like 20 points, the 49ers. Shanahan's just a fantastic coach, especially on offense. I'm going to stick with 30 because I don't really feel like putting too much faith into that offense. I'm going to say we barely score 30 points and we win by 10, 30-20. Like you guys were just saying, we need to stop having so much faith in the running game. If you run the ball, let's say 12 times and 8 of the times you're getting less than 3 yards, stop running the ball. Stop.
8 of the times you're getting hit in the backfield for -3 yards. What do you
exactly.
mean?
Like, stop. Wait. The biggest thing is we waste so much of every game we play trying to establish stuff. If it's not working, I'm a very a 100% guy. I'm not like a 50-50. If it's not working, goodbye. Start throwing the ball. Let Danny throw the ball 35 times. Why not?
I have nothing wrong with that, Tom. And honestly, too, I think, you start off the game, Jack and Tom, play action passes. They think Devontae Freeman's going to get the ball or Dion Lewis, play action pass. Just hit him with it quick. Because I feel like they're going to be expecting Devontae Freeman to get the ball. He hasn't seen live game action for a little bit. So I know, Dion Lewis, I think Dion Lewis is going to get the more touches, obviously, in this game. But I just think, Devontae Freeman, big presence. Everyone has seen what he's capable of. I think they're still going to stack the box on him when he's in the backfield. So why not hit him with a play action pass and throw it deep? I don't remember the Giants throwing it deep once last game. So that also depends on the receivers getting open and the offensive linemen doing their job, picking up your blocks, and put in Matt Parrott at right tackle. I am done with Cam Fleming already.
I agree.
Yeah, and he's what? How old is Fleming? He's in his 30s, right?
He's old. He used to be with Dallas for a couple
That's what I mean. We're not a team. Again, the division's wide open, so you never know what can happen. But we're not
wide open, baby.
So we're not a team that if we don't make the playoffs, we have to dumpster fire. Put the young kids in. Let them. I'm a big learning guy. Let them make the mistakes. We just saw Joe Burrow last week throw the ball 62 times.
Yep.
I have no problem with that. Just let him let loose. Let him throw the ball. If he throws 2 picks, he's remember, it's only Daniel's second year. He's still learning these things. He's gotten better, even though he fumbled last week. He's gotten a lot better with the fumbling.
He has, and I really think he's improved tremendously. Obviously, gaining 9 pounds of muscle mass is huge for him because he's been getting banged up. It looks like Eli literally 2.0. We said that, Jack, after he threw the interception against the Steelers. We were like, wow. On the goal line to Cam Hayward, we were like, is that Eli getting up right there? Tom, you explain it. Tell Jack what you saw.
Everyone remembers he was rolling out. He threw it and got knocked down. When he got up and did the shoulder pad shrug, I swore the 8 morphed into like a 1 and a 0. And I just saw like that blank, like how the hell did that just happen? Look on his face. I
That
said,
dumbfounded look.
I
Yeah.
That
said,
was the-
my God, it's Eli again.
I talked Jack to Tom and all my buddies about this who are Giants fans. That it's just a throw you want back. Obviously, I know Daniel Jones wants that back. I think it looked like he was trying to throw it away, but Bud Dupree was just all over him all game, of course, and just on that play, he hit his hand like here when he was releasing the ball. So obviously that ball is just gonna spiral up into the air. But honestly, guys, I want to get into the last segment of the podcast episode today. This is a new segment, Jack. Tom and I started last week. It was just called like Crazy Hot Takes. We're calling it, like you name it. And it's just, I want you to give us like you'll start off first. What's your craziest take for this game? Like, is someone going to have 3 picks or like, is Leonard Williams going to have like 4 sacks or something? Like, give me like your craziest hot take that could, end up happening. You never know in the NFL.
Craziest hot take. My first one's probably not too hot. I think Daniel Jones will finally eclipse the 300-yard mark. It's not too hot. And then I think Jordan Reed has 2 touchdowns this game. I think he's going to ball out. I think man had 10 concussions. He's coming into this season with a chip on his shoulder. I think he's trying to prove some people wrong.
I
think
don't know
so
how
too.
he's still playing.
I mean, I hope he doesn't score 2 touchdowns against the Giants, though. Obviously,
Yeah, you and me both. But I mean,
hey, it's a hot take, so that's why we're saying it. Tom, I'll save
Oh.
mine for last. It's pretty hot.
All right, so I'm gonna give one just for the purpose of the take, and then I'm gonna give my serious one. So my crazy hot take is, we score 4 touchdowns.
I love it.
That would be nice. I don't care how we score them. A pick 6, two rushing and a passing. I don't care. My real hot take: we win the game.
oh,
Yeah, that is.
I'm not at the point yet. Obviously, I'm saying like, yeah, like we're gonna win. We gotta win. I'll take we win the game. If we win the game, I'll be like, okay,
We're celebrating.
we're getting somewhere. But again, we need to like win the game, like a walk-off field goal. And
no,
honestly,
we need to win by.
I think Judge is starting to like eliminate these things in the locker room. He's not a big moral victories guy. Like we were saying, if we win on a field goal, I think he's going to go into the locker room pissed. He's going to be happy because he got his first career win as a coach and we won a game. But he at the same time is going to say that was like a practice squad team that you guys barely beat. We got to do better, especially because it's not like we have a light road coming up. Who do we play the next 3 weeks? The Rams.
We play the Rams and we play Dallas.
Oh God.
We can beat Dallas. Dallas is choke artist.
I agree.
Are we home or in Jerry World?
Now actually we might be in MetLife and then we're go to Jerry World later on in the season.
Yeah, we play them week 17.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, man, hopefully, hot take. Maybe that's how the division comes down to Giants, Dallas, week 17. I'm praying.
Man, I hope so. We still have to play the whole NFC West, the best division in the league, man.
Best division
and AFC North. We still haven't played the Ravens.
Let me tell you guys something. I am very biased. Tom knows this, Jack. But listen, I have been very excited about this season, like before the draft even started. I'm very excited about this team. The way they've collabed with all the coaches and the staff they put together, you name it. Freddie Kitchens at tight end coach, Mark Colombo with offensive line. They got the running back coach from Alabama who's working with Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram. Yes, if you think about it, dude, I think this team has the potential to do great. They've had a couple injuries that hurt them. Obviously, Saquon, Sterling Shepard is literally a walking piece of glass. We all know this by now. It's season 4 or 5. But, guys, I am very confident this weekend. And, honestly, I'm still very confident with this season. Losing Saquon is not going to kill the team for the rest of the season. I know he's our biggest weapon on offense, but, hey, your quarterback's in there. He's year 2. He's learning a new playbook. It's time for him to go out there and shine. And, honestly, my biggest hot take this weekend, Devontae Freeman runs for over 100 rushing yards. That's one of them, okay?
Wow.
Devontae Freeman over 100 rushing yards and probably a TD.
Game back.
All right, listen, run the ball. I know we're saying pass, but I love running and ground and pound, you name it.
Uh-huh.
My other hot take, oh man, this one's a little crazy. Not too crazy. I'm gonna say this. Key player on defense this weekend is gonna be Leonard Williams. He's gonna have 3 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks.
From your lips to God's ears.
And then Jabril Peppers is gonna have a pick 6. Last week, Jack, I said at the end of the show on the preview before the Bears game, I said Mitch Trubisky will throw 2 interceptions, and he did because of the one and only James Bradbury, who is literally God on defense. But Devontae Freeman is here to help the New York Giants grow, and he's going to run for 100+ yards tomorrow. Thank you. That's all.
I got one more hot take.
All right.
Kyler Fackrell forced fumble. We recover it.
Man, and take it to the house. Have to.
Take it to the house, and we're up 42-0.
That's fine.
First half. Start the game.
See, like, I love winning. Don't get me wrong. Like, winning by, like, a few is great. You know, just any win for the Giants in the past couple of years is great. Don't get me wrong. But, man, there's no better feeling than blowing out a team by like 2-3 touchdowns and not worrying about the game in the final, like, closing minutes of the game. Right, guys? Like, I just want to see the Giants go out there, smash some people's helmets in, and then leave with the victory at MetLife with no fans, sadly. But, hey, hopefully
this game we better be putting in Colt McCoy at the end of the game. We better be up like 30 freaking points. I mean, when's the last time that happened against the Redskins?
The last time we saw a quarterback come in was Daniel Jones filling in for Eli at the end of the Dallas game.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like from us being
we were losing. Yeah.
I'm saying like us being up so much that we pull the starter.
Yeah, I don't.
That hasn't happened in like 2 years.
I don't think so, boys. But hey, guys, this weekend is a Giant weekend. Get it? You know, Giant weekend. No, I'm kidding. But guys, I'm very excited, dude. I just want to see, you know, back to like the storylines. It's got to be Danny Dimes and that offensive line. They got to protect my man, Danny Dimes, bro. I just think you got to give him a chance to really show what he's capable of, and we've seen it. I know he can throw it deep. We know he can do all this. Give the kid – he's going to throw 4 touchdown passes this weekend for like 350 yards. That's another hot take, but hey, it's happening. It's happening. It's the weekend. Here it is. It's happening.
Just win the game, please.
Listen, guys, I said this earlier and I said it a couple times. Think about it. Steelers game, it's a toss-up. If the Giants score on those 2 opportunities, Bears game, Giants score at the end of the game, dub. You think about it, they could be sitting at 2-0 at the top of the division right now. I know we say this probably every year, but hey, why not us tomorrow? But, boys, I just – Jack, I want to thank you again for coming and joining the episode. Jack's 2 hours behind us in Colorado, so we are recording this kind of early on the earlier side for him. So, Jack, I just want to give you a shout-out and say thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Love talking about the boys.
Yeah, dude, we'll definitely be in touch the next few weeks. Just keep talking Giants. I'd love to have you on again. Tom and I would absolutely love it. Maybe do, post-game recap one week. You name it, whenever you're available.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'd love to be back.
If we win tomorrow, you might just be our good luck charm.
Yeah, you might.
I'm telling you, I am.
We might just have to have you here every week if they.
Might have to bring him on for a good take or two just to keep that good luck going.
Cool. I might be sick the week we play the Ravens, but other than that, let's go.
Yeah, Ravens, Seattle, and Arizona. I might be sick all 3.
Aren't we in Baltimore for that game?
I think so. Yeah. Actually, no. We're in MetLife. We're in MetLife.
Oh, okay.
If we were though, there's no fans.
If we were in Baltimore, I don't care if there's. I don't even care if there's no facilities people working. We would lose by 35.
I'll tackle Lamar Jackson if I had to. I will play D end, and I will literally whoever their left tackle is, I'm blowing him out in the backfield, and I'm literally hitting Lamar with like a hit stick in like on Xbox when you just flick it up, and he's gonna fumble, and I'm gonna take it in the touchdown. And just Sally in the end zone.
We're gonna give up so many yards that game.
All right. No. Well, we'll talk about that another time. But I just want to say, Jack, thank you once again, and to all my Giants fans and listeners out there, thank you. Keep believing in Big Blue. This is a long season coming. We got 14 games left. Think about that. We still got a long season. You never know. Giants can win the next 14, baby. But Giants fans, keep staying safe and healthy. We're all gonna sign out here and just let's go Blue, baby.
Let's do it. Just get the win, please, God.
14-2.